Welcome to this exciting video where we explore the top 3 most valuable Kennedy half-dollar coins, iconic pieces of American history that have become highly prized by collectors. While many Kennedy half-dollars were produced, only a few rare varieties truly stand out for their rarity, silver content, and collector demand. Let's get started. First up, the Kennedy half-dollar 1999 coin with AP mint mark, shown here in circulated condition. This coin belongs to the long-running Kennedy half-dollar series, first introduced in 1964. The design honors President John F. Kennedy, one of the most influential figures in American history. By 1999, the Kennedy half-dollar was no longer commonly seen in everyday circulation. Even so, millions were still produced for collectors and limited circulation use. This particular example was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. The P Mint mark confirms its place of origin. In circulated condition, the coin shows clear signs of handling and use. The overall color is a soft silver gray with natural dulling. Circulation wear gives the coin an honest and realistic appearance. On the obverse, John F. Kennedy's portrait remains the central focus. The portrait was designed by Gilroy Roberts. Kennedy's facial features are still recognizable despite wear. Light wear appears on the hair, cheek, and jawline. The word "Liberty" remains readable around the rim. The motto "In God We Trust" is clearly visible. The date 1999 stands out beneath Kennedy's portrait. Minor marks reflect the coin's time in circulation. These marks tell the story of real-world use. Despite wear, the obverse maintains good overall balance. Turning the coin over reveals the presidential seal reverse. The heraldic eagle stands proudly at the center. The eagle holds an olive branch and arrows, symbolizing peace and strength. In circulated condition, feather details are softened. However, the eagle's shape remains bold and clear. The shield on the eagle's chest is still visible. The stars above the eagle remain recognizable. The inscription, United States of America, is easy to read. The denomination, half-dollar, is clearly visible at the bottom. Wear on the reverse is even and consistent. There are no major dents or severe damage. The coin is composed of copper-nickel-clad layers. A copper core can be seen along the edge. The reeded edge shows normal circulation wear. This half-dollar feels solid and substantial in hand. By 1999, half-dollars were rarely used in daily transactions. Many circulated examples came from bank releases. Others spent limited time in vending machines or cash drawers. This makes circulated 1999 halves especially interesting. They reflect a transition away from regular circulation. Collectors often enjoy finding worn modern half-dollars. Circulated condition adds character and authenticity. This coin represents the end of an era for large denomination coins. The Kennedy half-dollar once played a major role in commerce. Over time, it became more of a collector's item. Still, its design remained unchanged for decades. This consistency kept the coin instantly recognizable. The Philadelphia Mint maintained high production standards. Even circulated examples show solid striking quality. The 1999 issue came during a time of strong collector interest. Many people saved rolls of these coins. Others encountered them unexpectedly in circulation. This half-dollar connects modern times with classic design. It carries both historical and emotional significance. Kennedy's legacy continues to resonate with collectors. The coin serves as a tribute to leadership and remembrance. Circulated examples show that the coin still served a purpose. Each mark reflects a brief moment of use. No two circulated coins wear the same way. That uniqueness adds personal character. This coin is ideal for beginner collectors. It is affordable and widely available. At the same time, it offers strong historical meaning. It fits well into date and mint mark sets. It also works nicely in type collections. The 1999 P. Kennedy half-dollar remains popular. It blends modern production with classic symbolism. Even with wear, the design remains powerful. The coin feels heavy and impressive compared to smaller denominations. It reminds us of a time when half-dollars were common. Today, it stands as a collectible reminder of that era. Circulated condition makes the coin relatable. It shows real interaction with everyday life. This half-dollar tells a quiet but important story. It represents continuity in American coinage. The Kennedy half-dollar remains one of the most recognized U.S. coins. Its design still commands respect and attention. The 1999 issue adds depth to any collection. It highlights the changing role of coins in society. This coin proves that modern coins can still be meaningful. They carry history, memory, and everyday experience. Next up, the Kennedy half-dollar 1974 coin without a mint mark, shown here in dirty circulated condition. This coin comes from an era when half-dollars were slowly disappearing from everyday use. The year 1974 places this coin firmly in the post-silver era of U.S. coinage. By this time, Kennedy half-dollars were struck in copper-nickel-clad composition. The absence of a mint mark tells us this coin was produced at the Philadelphia Mint. Philadelphia issues from this period were struck without mint marks. That detail helps collectors quickly identify the coin's origin. In dirty condition, the coin shows heavy signs of circulation and handling. The surfaces display darkened areas from dirt, grime, and oxidation. This type of condition reflects long and active use. Despite its appearance, the coin still carries strong historical character. On the obverse, President John F. Kennedy's portrait remains recognizable. The portrait was designed by sculptor Gilroy Roberts. Kennedy's facial outline is still visible beneath the surface dirt. Wear is strongest on the hair, cheek, and jawline. The word liberty is present but softened by wear and grime. The motto "In God We Trust" is still readable, though muted. The date 1974 remains visible beneath the portrait. Dirt buildup has settled into recessed areas of the design. These dark areas emphasize the coin's long circulation life. The obverse fields show scratches and contact marks. Each mark reflects years of everyday handling. Turning the coin over reveals the presidential seal reverse. The eagle remains visible despite heavy wear and dirt. The eagle's wings and body are flattened from circulation. Feather details are mostly worn smooth. The shield on the eagle's chest is faint but present. The olive branch and arrows can still be identified. The stars above the eagle are partially faded. The inscription, United States of America, remains readable. The denomination, $half, is still clear at the bottom. Dirt has collected around lettering and devices. This creates a darker contrast against worn surfaces. The coin's overall color appears dull gray to dark brown. This coloring comes from grime and environmental exposure. The edge reveals the copper core of the clad composition. Reading is worn and filled with dirt in places. The coin feels heavy and solid in hand. Despite its dirty condition, it retains its full weight. Millions of Kennedy half-dollars were minted in 1974. Most were never widely used in daily commerce. Finding a heavily circulated example is less common. This suggests the coin saw real-world use. It may have circulated briefly before being stored. Later, it may have been rediscovered and reused. Dirty condition tells a story of neglect and survival. It shows the coin was not carefully saved. Collectors often overlook coins in this condition. However, they still offer educational value. They help illustrate the effects of long-term circulation. Such coins are useful for learning grading standards. They show how wear and dirt impact design details. Cleaning is generally not recommended by collectors. Improper cleaning can cause permanent damage. Original dirty surfaces still hold authenticity. This coin reflects the reality of coin circulation. Not every coin remains shiny and preserved. Some live hard, honest lives in commerce. The 1974 half-dollar represents a changing era. Half-dollars were becoming less practical in daily use. Smaller denominations dominated transactions. Still, this coin continued to move through hands. It may have passed through shops, banks, and pockets. Each stop added wear and surface grime. The Kennedy design remained unchanged for decades. Even in poor condition, it remains instantly recognizable. Kennedy's legacy adds emotional weight to the coin. Collectors often feel a connection to this series. Dirty examples show the coin's working history. They remind us that coins are tools, not just collectibles. This half-dollar served its purpose fully. It carried value through real transactions. It survived years of neglect and handling. Now, it stands as a worn piece of history. The coin's imperfections tell its story. Every scratch and stain has meaning. This example may not be valuable, but it is honest. It represents the everyday reality of American coinage. Coins like this help complete realistic collections. They balance pristine examples with real-world use. The 1974 Kennedy half-dollar remains significant. Even in dirty condition, its identity is strong. It continues to educate collectors and enthusiasts. It reminds us that history isn't always clean. Sometimes it's worn, darkened, and rough. Yet it remains meaningful and real. This coin proves that condition doesn't erase history. It simply changes how the story is told. Next up, the Kennedy half-dollar 1990 coin with a P mint mark, shown here in circulated condition. This coin is part of the long-running Kennedy half-dollar series that began in 1964. The series was created to honor President John F. Kennedy shortly after his assassination. By 1990, the half-dollar was no longer commonly used in everyday transactions. Even so, the U.S. Mint continued producing these coins in large numbers. This particular example was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. The P mint mark clearly identifies its place of origin. In circulated condition, the coin shows honest signs of handling and wear. The overall color appears as a soft silver gray with slight dullness. Circulation gives the coin a realistic and authentic character. On the obverse, John F. Kennedy's portrait remains the focal point. The portrait was designed by sculptor Gilroy Roberts. Kennedy's facial features are still clearly recognizable. Light wear is visible on the hair, cheek, and jawline. The word "Liberty" remains readable around the rim. The motto "In God We Trust" is still clearly visible. The date 1990 stands out beneath Kennedy's portrait. Minor scratches and contact marks reflect circulation use. These marks tell the story of the coin's journey through commerce. Despite wear, the obverse maintains good balance and clarity. Turning the coin over reveals the familiar presidential seal reverse. The heraldic eagle stands strong at the center of the design. The eagle holds an olive branch and arrows in its talons. These symbols represent peace and national strength. In circulated condition, the feather details are softened. However, the eagle's outline remains bold and distinct. The shield on the eagle's chest is still visible. The stars above the eagle can be clearly identified. The inscription, United States of America, remains readable. The denomination, half-dollar, stands out at the bottom, where on the reverse appears even and consistent. There are no major dents or severe damage visible. The coin is composed of copper-nickel-clad layers. A copper core can be seen along the reeded edge. The edge shows normal wear from years of handling. This half-dollar feels solid and substantial in hand. By 1990, half-dollars were mostly used in limited situations. Many circulated examples came from bank releases. Others saw brief use in vending machines or casinos. This makes circulated 1990 half-dollars interesting to collectors. They represent a transitional period in U.S. coin usage. Collectors often enjoy finding circulated modern half-dollars, where adds character and authenticity to the coin. This coin reflects the gradual decline of large denominations in circulation. Smaller coins and paper currency became more common. Still, the Kennedy half-dollar remained an iconic design. Its size and weight make it stand out among U.S. coins. Philadelphia Mint strikes are known for consistent quality. Even circulated examples show solid overall detail. The 1990 issue came during a time of steady mint production. Many people saved these coins rather than spending them. As a result, circulated examples feel more personal. They show real interaction with everyday life. Kennedy's image continues to carry emotional and historical significance. The coin serves as a tribute to leadership and legacy. Circulated condition shows that the coin still served a purpose. Each mark reflects a moment in its working life. No two circulated coins were exactly the same. That uniqueness gives each coin its own story. This coin is ideal for beginner collectors. It is affordable and easy to find. At the same time, It offers strong historical value. It fits well into date and mint mark collections. It also works nicely in typesets. The 1990 P. Kennedy half-dollar remains popular with collectors. It blends modern minting with classic design. Even with wear, the design remains powerful and dignified. The coin feels impressive compared to smaller denominations. It reminds collectors of a time when half-dollars were more common. Today, it stands as a collectible reminder of changing habits. Circulated condition keeps the coin relatable and real. It shows that coins are meant to be used. This half-dollar represents everyday American history. It connects the past with modern times. The Kennedy half-dollar continues to be one of the most recognized U.S. coins. Its design remains unchanged and respected. The 1990 issue adds depth to any collection. It highlights how circulation patterns have evolved. This coin proves that modern coins can still tell strong stories. They carry history through wear and use. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoy long, smooth, and detailed stories about modern U.S. coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more engaging journeys through American numismatics.